Hi everybody, welcome to School of Scarlet. Today I have another intuitive message for you. So today's intuitive message came through about freedom, that we must go deeper and deeper into our freedom. And there's something I need to share with you that is very profound and maybe even controversial, but it needs to be shared because it is the one thing that you need to know to activate your freedom completely. So if you are new here, I want to welcome you to my channel, to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and come back for my daily intuitive messages. We are going deeper and deeper into freedom here on this channel. We are activating our freedom timeline, and we are freeing ourselves from everything that has once limited us. So if that sounds good to you, I'll go ahead and get started by sharing that what came through today was that I really needed to share with you what really sparked me beginning this channel. So years ago when I started this channel, I started it because I had a non-dual realization. Prior to that, I also had some near-death experiences that all kind of converged together to basically guarantee to me that everything that you see here is an illusion. So I want to propose something to you because I know it's a very loaded thing to say, but if you've ever had a dream at night and you really felt like it was real, you've been dreaming in the dream and it feels very real to you, and you're interacting with people or something's happening in that dream and you snap out of that dream, you wake up from it and you have trouble discerning whether or not that is real or not. It felt just so real. And you go around telling people, that dream that I had, it just felt so real. So the nighttime dreams we can wake up from, and we can, let's say it was a nightmare or something, we can have a relief and say, oh, it was just a dream. Or, even though it felt so real, we can put it behind us no matter what happened in that dream. So that's what dreams are like. So what if I told you that our waking life is also a dream? Just like a nighttime dream, it appears to be very real. The things in the dream seem very solid. The people that we interact with seem very real. The circumstances and things that happen, seem like they're very real, and there's emotion behind it. There's all kinds of things around it, just like a nighttime dream, but you can also awaken from your daytime dream. That is exactly what happened to me when I had my non-dual realization. I awakened to the fact that everything that I was seeing and experiencing was an illusion, and what we see and we perceive as real around us is truly not real. Just like a nighttime dream, you wake up from it and the things that happen in that dream were not real. But what's real is you. So what is real even in the daytime dream, that let's say you wake up from this daytime illusion, what you realize is that you're not any of these things, any of these appearances that happen in this dream. But what you are is something constant within you that can never be changed. And that part of you is something very profound and deep. But regardless of what is happening in your existence, you can have a big sense of relief. Oftentimes it's called a cosmic joke because you wake up from your daytime dream and it's not real. Everything that you were stressed about, everything that you were worried about, everything that, was happening in your life, it's not as serious as you thought because it's not real, just like a nighttime dream that you wake up out of. So I want to propose that here to you today, that you can actually begin to live as though you have had this realization without having to have had a near-death experience, without having to have had a non-dual awakening or anything like that. You can truly begin to live from that space, knowing that everything here is an illusion, and that truly what happens and the appearances that happen in your life are ever changing and they're fleeting. They're never going to be they're always temporary and not permanent. What you are is permanent, but the appearances that happen are temporary and fleeting, just like a dream. So oftentimes we get so caught up on trying to secure things, to, become attached to this or that, and to obtain this or have this lifestyle or do this experience and marry this person and have this forever. And we're always trying to keep what we're getting in this experience of our waking life, but only to find out that everything in this life is temporary, and we're really only kind of loaned whatever experience that we have for a short time. So you might think like you have a marriage and it's going to be for forever, and you may come to find out that you get divorced, or maybe one day that person will pass away or does pass away. That person in that situation is not forever. Your body, you think that you are this person, that you have this body, but as you begin to get older, you begin to age and things begin to change. Everything is always changing. Your children may be small and little, and you think that you're in this time frame of life, but before you know it, they're moving out of the house. So everything here is temporary and loaned. You might have a pet and you have so many beautiful experiences with your pet, but then one day they pass away, or they get of old age and they're changing and it's not the same as it was before. Maybe you have a certain job and you think, I love this job, I'm going to be here forever, and you do everything to cling on to it. But one day, that company goes under and it's over and that job is no more. So many things can happen in our life. You can think about your own life right now. You can think about movies and stories and things like that, and think about how they are. Nothing is permanent. Nothing stays the same forever. There is change all throughout these stories, our stories and fictional stories alike. Everything is ever changing. There's highs, lows, everything like that. No one has a perfect experience where everything is always high or everything is low. Every time we go throughout different experiences, we experience different levels of awareness, and we expand, and we have different realizations, and we have sorrows, and we have joy, and we have creativity. All of that stuff begins to happen in our lives. So everything that you see here is temporary. But what you are is not ever going to change. You have an essence to you that's not going to end. Everything in this life will end. Even the stars in the sky will end. So as long as you're believing in the story and you believe these things to be true and serious, it goes on. But one day you won't really believe in this story, and things will begin to become a lot more malleable, a lot more different, and things will begin to change in a way that you would never expect. But one of the things that you can begin to do now is not take life so seriously. Everything is ever changing. It means nothing about you. You are worthy and whole and complete at your deepest essence. You can think of yourself, let's see, as a movie. The movie is playing different characters, storylines, all kinds of things. But when we look, let's say, at the movie theater, all these things are playing on the screen. We're seeing the story play out, the ups, the downs, all of that. But what doesn't change is that movie screen. You are that movie screen. You are the movie screen that everything is being projected on, and anything and everything can be projected. This is infinity. So you will experience everything that there will be, ever can be. Anything in this lifetime will be experienced on that screen that you are. But it means nothing about you. It can't taint you. It can't change you. It can't do anything to hurt you. All that you are is ever changing. That's all that you are. You will never cease to exist as what you truly are. The experiences will change. Those things will cease to exist, but what you are does not cease to exist. You are infinity happening now, and many different experiences will happen. And so as long as we're not clinging to them, we really don't suffer to the extreme as if we were believing that dream to be real. If we believed that the nighttime dreams that we had were totally real when we awoke, we would be in a lot of suffering because we have so many nightmares and crazy things that happen in our nighttime dreams. But the fact that we can wake up and say, oh, that was just a dream, and go on with our day is what gives us the freedom to move forward, to experience the next thing, to go into our daytime dream, to have another dream at night and not be so scared about it. So that is what allows us to do that when we have the realization that it's not real. So if you can have the realization of what is happening here right now, that everything is truly an illusion and it's not really real in the sense that you think it is, then you can move along in your journey of life a lot more freely. So the total freedom that you can experience on this life is the freedom of knowing that this is all an illusion. So I've talked a lot about freedom in my last few videos, and we're activating freedom. But today's intuitive message really came to share with me that unless you are realizing this aspect of reality, you will never truly be free. So think about it now. Give yourself the question, could this all be a dream? And you're probably going to feel intuitively that there is a yes there. And that is because you, in the deepest levels, do know the truth, but you have forgotten. And every situation that comes up for you, that you go through, where you do suffer, where you do cling on, where you do attach, and it's painful, reveals to you how to let go. So throughout this life, basically, we go through a lot of lessons of letting go. Everything that brings us suffering is a process of letting go of something. Letting go of our youth, letting go of someone we love, letting go of a job, and moving into something else, ever changing without the feeling that everything is over because we let go of this one thing. Realizing eventually that even if we let go of something, something else will move into its space. We will still continue to move on in our life. It's when we cling to something of the past or we live in the past, or we can't let go of something, and we aren't learning our lessons of letting go, that we truly suffer and we go into depression and all of these different things that you see. But if we can learn our lessons of letting go with everything that life shows us, life will be a lot easier. Because what we are letting go of is truly an illusion, and it's not going to hurt us to let go of it. We're simply playing out another scene in a movie here on this earth. When we let go of something else, a new movie begins. A new aspect of that movie for this main character that you are begins. So I know that this is a profound and maybe controversial message, but if it did resonate with you, give me a thumbs up, comment down below. What is something that you are starting to realize is an illusion? Or do you see everything as illusion? What is your opinion, or what is your experience around everything being an illusion? Have you ever had an experience that showed that to you? I've had various experiences that showed that to me, till I had one that I couldn't deny, because everything from the previous experiences and that one all converged together to show me that everything here is truly an illusion. And it's also perfect, and it can't be changed, and we just got to surrender and move along in these lessons of letting go. Enjoying every experience that comes into our life fully, enjoying those experiences as they are here. If you have a dog, if you have a child, if you have a job that you love, enjoy that as it's here, because one day we will have to let go of that. But it should not be something that is so hard for us to do that we can't move forward into the next thing. Something else will always show up, and all we can do is be grateful for the experiences and the time that we have had in all of these different ever-changing experiences that will arise as your main character plays this movie here on this blank screen on Earth. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to connect further and maybe talk about these topics, or have a one-on-one session with me, feel free to check out my website. You can find that in the description and in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, give me a like, share this video, and I will catch you on our next video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all.